It's Thursday morning. We've had 5 great days here in Calgary spending with our friends, and they took us around and we did all kinds of stuff, had a lot of fun, but we're ready to head on up the road. So we will be taking you with us. We are going to Whitecourt, Alberta tonight, and we'll stay for a couple of nights. So we will take you along for the ride, and I have my driver.
Good morning.
We'll take you with us. So as you can see from the video, we had lots to do. Our Calgary friends are great. They took us to museums. They took us out to eat. We went to the casino and met up with our friends. They even took us shopping. So great place to come and visit Calgary. Just remember, the Stampede is in the first week of July, so it gets pretty busy and there's not a lot of places to stay. But if you get a chance to come this way, I would definitely say it's a go. So this is a Highway 2 we're going down before we get to the cutoff at 587. Beautiful drive, lots of farming. The interstate is really nice. It moves along real well. Right, for any of you that are following along on the milepost, we're taking a little bit different. We're going down the 2. We're going to get off at Bowden and take the 587, which will take us out on the 11 to Rocky Mountain House, up to 22, and then on to Whitecourt. So kind of give you an idea of which way we're going so you can kind of follow if you're doing the milepost.
The engine coughs away in a Calgary dawn. Coffee steaming in a chip Timo's lid. We roll past Coltrane with the blinds high.
All right, we're taking 587 through Bowden exit. Gonna head up and meet up with 22. So
Through foothills fading into spruce and pine.
Take exit
Every
357.
mile marker, a promise
and here we'll turn to the left.
from city haze to
I think.
northern
No,
sleep.
it actually curves around.
Turn right onto Highway 2 alternate Alberta 2A.
So it's a circle. You get off and it goes right on to 587.
Kids wave from a school bus
And it's
near
also
Stony
2A, Highway 2A as an apple.
Fridge rattles songs from better days. While rain clouds gather over at the Bosker's plain. Oh, Alberta Road, you hold us slow and kind. Through river bends and
Head down this road until we get to Highway 22. So
every mile markers, a promise we keep. From southern dust to northern sleep.
all right, we're at the end of 587, and right up here, half a mile, we're going to turn on 22 to the right.
Granddad drove these routes in a 63 Ford.
In a quarter mile,
Said the land remembers every word you swore.
the stop sign.
Now I whisper thanks with every tank I fill.
Turn right onto Highway 22.
To the quiet race of this rolling hill. Oh, Alberta Road, you hold us slow and kind. Through midnight stars and morning softened line. Every mile markers, a promise we keep.
We have stopped here in Rocky Mountain and we're taking a little break. We're gonna have something to eat, stretch our legs, kind of rest for a little bit. We've got about 175 miles to go, so we found this area next to the co-op where the truckers are stopping, so we pulled into that. So we're gonna take a little rest, kind of show you around here. Yeah, just a dirt lot, nothing. Petro-Canada is right next door. Ernie's over there walking around, but yeah, we're just going to stretch our little legs a little bit, and then we'll get back on the road and take you on down.
Dashboard clock stuck at 3:15. Your voice still echoes in the passenger seat. Map unfolded on the floorboard wide. No destination left to hide. Wind hums low through open glass. Miles dissolve like sugar in tea. Rolling where the asphalt cleans through golden fields.
At Drayton Valley, and so we pulled in here. There's a co-op over there, but it's got card locks. So from what I've understood, we talked to our friends and you can't get fuel there. So we're going to put some here at the regular service station. We were able to get an outside lane. So I think Ernie said he's about a quarter of a tank, but we kind of want to top off every time we find something that's big enough for us to go through. So I will post how much. It says 153.9 for regular. I'm not sure what the price of diesel is, but once he gets done, I'll post you guys. And here in Canada, we have no discounts or anything. So we have to convert the liters over to gallons and then Canadian money into US dollars. So I'm just going to tell you how much we put in gallon wise and what the total cost was US dollars. All right, so we ended up with 103.547 liters of fuel, and the Canadian price was $178. So I will convert that all over and I will post it up at the top when I get the information. Well, good morning. It's Saturday morning. It's kind of cool out here. I think it's like 57 degrees. And we're going to go run uptown. We need to go check out the Canadian Tire. I have not been to one. And Ernie needs to get some DEF. So we'll have that available for us. And pick up a few more things. Tomorrow we head up to Dawson Creek. So I have my driver.
Good morning.
All right. We'll take you with us. Show you downtown or the White Court area. Lots of places down here. There's eating places, there's petrol places. So I think it said it was 3.9 kilometers to go to Canadian Tire. So we're supposed to be getting a little rain this afternoon. It's already starting to cloud up. This morning we're getting rain? Oh, this morning. So, and it's 10 o'clock right now, so. So we thought we better get out this morning and run a couple errands. There's a Canadian Tire right there. So across the street, grocery store, Canadian Tire, go right in here. Mark's, there's some Mark's. We went in that. I actually got some socks at Mark's when we were in Calgary. Very nice quality. So Ernie and I are going to head into Canadian Tire. We tried to go to one when we were in Calgary, but it was closed. So our friends wanted to show us. A lot of people from the U.S. love it. So we will take you with us. Got all your automotive stuff over here, which I'm not interested in. So planting area. Let's see what else. What is he for? He's a squawking chicken. Well, I bet you it's a dog toy. Okay, coffee makers, kitchen area. So, all right. Okay, here's all the kitchen stuff. And that area looks like area. So we've got all that. Over here, it's like more kitchen stuff. So a lot of household stuff. There's paint back there. It says hardware. So I'm gonna compare it to like a Menards. We went into one of those the first time in Goshen, Indiana. We had never seen one in Arizona, so we went there. So that's kind of what I'm comparing it to. Good. They've got this. Look at all the shoes. We have a shoes section. Boarding area. Oh, right up there. Yeah. Boarding area also. Hunting. All the camouflage stuff and everything. Okay, so it's basically the same as a Menards. There's bathroom and plumbing. So yeah, it's kind of give you an idea. So the boss, what did you get, boss?
Diesel exhaust fluid.
All right, so we're gonna be safe and have an extra jug. Well, he's officially hooked, folks. Guess where we're going? Ernie needs donuts for breakfast, so we are headed over to Tim Hortons. I think we're going to have to get one in Arizona. Let's go in and see what kind of goodies we can get for him. There you have it. We're going to have some Timbits for the next couple of days. So thought that was a good option. All right. Well, good morning. Sunday morning, and traffic, the freeway is right, or the expressway is right next to us. So it's Sunday morning, and we are leaving White Court. We stayed at the White Court Lions RV campground. It's a nice place. We were pretty much by ourselves. We had a visitor on one side the day before, or the day we got here, and then last night we had some on the other side. But it's pretty, little bit brisk out here today. Not bad. And we are going to head down, and we're going to head to Dawson Creek today. And it says it's going to be over 4-hour drive. So we will take you. There wasn't really much to do here in White Court. I just had a lot to do tourist wise. So needed to get caught up on that. So I'll kind of show you around the place. And then in a bit, we'll take off and head down the road. So these are the pull-through sites. They're nice, easy to get in. And see that there's some more RVs coming in. So it's starting to pick up, he said. There's a playground and stuff. So, yeah, that's about it. So we'll get going down the road and we'll take you with us. We are back on the road. We're leaving White Court and we're headed up to Dawson Creek. Like I said, it'll probably be a little over 4 hours, and then we're going to stop for a break and we're going to fuel up. So we'll take you with us, and hopefully we see some amazing sights. And of course, I've got my driver.
Good morning.
All right, we'll take you with us. All right, we stopped at Valley View. It was about 11:30, so we stopped and had some lunch and dessert, and then made a couple phone calls, and we're going to get back on the road. We're going to stop in Grand Prairie and fuel up before we head on to Dawson Creek. So we'll take you with us. In Grand Prairie, we came off of the 43 onto Street 55, and we came over to the Esso. And the guy said that you didn't need it says card lock, but he said if you came inside, he would let us use our credit card. Okay, the price we got 126.494 liters at 1.749 a liter, and it was a total of $221.24. When I get that changed over to gallons and US currency, I will post it above, so stay tuned. Next, we're going to head on down the road, get back on 43, and we're going up to the world's largest beaver, where I'm going to have Ernie stop on the side of the road so I can get a picture of the world's largest beaver. So stay tuned. All right, we're here at the Beaver Lodge, and we stopped to see the big beaver. So there he is. That's the big beaver. So you gotta stop, you gotta see him. Ernie's excited. He's really heading over there to see the big beaver. He is so cute. I'll have to look up the story behind the big beaver. I'm not really sure right now, but I'll take a, oh, there's Ernie over there. All right, it's a very pretty Monday morning, nice and warm here in Dawson Creek. So we're up, we're gonna go do some sightseeing. I've got my driver that's gonna take me.
Good morning.
Okay, we're gonna go find the Mile Zero sign that starts us on the way to Alaska. So we'll take you with us. just our luck. They're working on it, which is nice. They're making it all nice and stew. And I'm going to stop listening to Ernie because I should have brought my sticker. They have the sticker board here. And he said, no, they don't. But I'll bring it down later and I'll show you where we stick it on. So let me give you a view of what they're doing here. Okay, so the guys are busy at work. There's the sign. I'm going to walk around. I don't care if they push me out or not. I have to get this. And there's my sign over there. So, yeah, they're making it all fancy. We're going to go down to the other one after a bit. It's like a block over. We're going to walk over there and get that sign. So, hey, you are entering the world famous Alaska Highway, Dawson Creek. Awesome. All right, so you just go down one block and they have the visitor center down here now. And it's not even a block. You go down the street and turn on the light. And they have the new visitor center and they have the old sign, the Dawson Creek sign. So we are down here and we'll take a picture and show you. So, show you. My better half is out there taking a video. So, we'll do that, then we'll go out, take a picture. It's like a secondhand store. And they've got this stuff, and then she's at the helper's desk, so you need to stop and talk to her and she'll give you some stuff. Okay, so they have different booths here. I think they're setting it up so
we are.
that they can have people sell stuff in this new area and stuff.
Okay.
So they have like a place to eat, and then they've got like little stations. So, you know, different places, you know, souvenirs and different things you want to purchase or whatever. But I'm not sure like what their hours are. Oh, it says they're not open today. Today's Monday. They said they will be back Tuesday. So if you wanted to pick up some little souvenirs of the area, best to come not on Monday. Happy Wednesday. All right, we've concluded our stay here at Dawson Creek. Had a really great time and stuff. And I will be posting that so you can see what there is to do. We went to the Walter Wright Pioneer Village. It's pretty long and in depth because I really got into it, Ernie and I really enjoy going to these places. So I decided I'm going to do a separate video on that so that people that aren't interested in that kind of stuff, you can just see the travels that we're doing. Otherwise, if you want to go over there and look at it and stuff, it's really interesting. We also did not get to go to the Railroad Museum, so we missed that. So that's another thing you can do here.